Be not afraid. God's words to Joshua when he was about to take the promised land as a possession for the Israelites. Be not afraid. Fear, an unholy exaltation of beings or situations, and the power that they may or may not carry. It was fear that hindered an entire generation of Israelites from taking ownership of the land that was freely given to them by God, and caused Peter to utterly deny Jesus, the one whom a few moments back sought to die in his stead. Fear made Elijah, a man who had previously rained down fire on hundreds of soldiers, beg for death due to a threat by a queen. Fear dethroned Saul from his kingly position because he couldn't wait for the order of protocol as given by God. Fear, it could rip anyone, an entire generation, a zealous follower of Christ, a man of station already expressing the power of God, or a king with influence. But God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of self-discipline. It takes our acknowledgement of how much God loves us to know that we can overcome these things. God uses the entire scriptures to express His love towards us. From Him spending time with us in the cool of the day, to physically walking the earth with us, confirming that He is Emmanuel. He is also not ignorant of our weaknesses. God did not leave us stranded after departing with Him. He sent us His Spirit that reveals to us all truth and helps us to pray in the way we ought to, because He knows we are only human. So when you are faced with a battle that you cannot logically win, or are torn between standing or turning away from the friend and the brother, remember God's love towards you. He loves you enough to be with you while you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. When all people seem to be against you and it feels like the process doesn't make sense and you are about to fail, let your heart cry to the Father, because He sees and hears you. God has said that He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He is your helper, so you should have no fear. The Spirit within us is of power, love, and self-discipline. Say these things with confidence, and remember, God cannot lie.